You know, I reviewed quite a few smartphones over the time, but some of the devices keep astonishing me. I just came across the unknown and unheard 6 inches all-metal phone that is called PPTV King 7. It not only looks great, but it is powerful and it costs just 130 bucks. My name is Linus, and here's the full TechLineHD review. The phone ships in a premium box where all the items are packed neatly, but there are no extras included. The King 7 is a truly premium looking device since it is made almost entirely of metal, well, except for the top and bottom parts for antennas. The metal buttons are tactile and they do not rattle, and finally the phone sits nicely in the hand. The phone is huge due to its 6 inches display, which has 2K resolution, and it is definitely one of the best panels you can find on any device in this price range. I know that many people complain about the black bezels around the display, but I'm okay with that. Well, you can't have it all at this price point. We have an 8 megapixels camera and a nice pulsing notification LED light on the front. I don't like the fact that there are only on-screen navigation keys, but at least you can switch the position of them. As for the main camera, we have a 13 megapixel shooter that is coupled with a dual-tone, dual LED flash. When it comes to audio, the loudspeaker is easily one of the best in this price range. Also, the sound quality via the earphones is just great since the PPTV phone has a built-in hi-fi audio chip. Finally, the top-mounted IR blaster works just fine with my Samsung TV. When it comes to the specs, the King 7 is a little outdated, but it is still plenty powerful for such a low price. The phone ships with a Helio X10 chip, 3 GB of RAM and 32 GB of storage, which can be further expanded via the microSD card slot. The 3D gaming performance is pretty good, although you may see some skipped frames on the highest graphics in some games, but switching graphics to medium solves this issue. As far as the user interface, you will love it or hate it. The phone runs on the outdated Android 5.1 and there is a heavily customized PPOS UI skin on top of it. The performance of the UI is pretty good as I didn't have any lags or stutter. You may love this user interface because there are plenty of customization options, various settings and tweaks to play with. On the other hand, you may hate it since there is no app tray, the icons look cartoonish, and you may not need all those extra features if you're a more conservative user. Well, I can definitely live with this user interface as it has been running smoothly most of the times, but I always prefer stock Androids, so I downloaded the third-party launcher. As for image quality, you should not expect any stellar results from a cheap phone like this. Still, you may get some nice looking photos that are pretty sharp and detailed. However, the camera has some issues with the edge-to-edge focusing and there could be a little bit more detail in some of the shots. The selfie camera has a pretty aggressive beautification mode, so the images will definitely look great on social media. Currently I'm shooting in full HD resolution with a PPTV phone. It's a pretty cheap phablet, has a huge screen and nice looking design. The video quality is just mediocre as on most of the cheap phones. Unfortunately, I could not play any 4K video samples on my MacBook due to format compatibility issues, but make sure to check out the video description for original camera samples. When it comes to connectivity, the phone performs well. The signal strength and call quality are good, the Wi-Fi, Bluetooth and GPS work just fine. The King 7 ships with a 3610 mAh battery and it has to power a huge 2K resolution display. I was skeptical once I first saw the spec sheet, but surprisingly, I managed to get over 5 hours of screen on time on a mixed use, which is a pretty good result. Unfortunately, the phone does not ship with a fast charger. Honestly, I've never heard about the PPTV company before, but the King 7 exceeded my expectations, to say the least. For the price of just $130, this phone is a great value since it has an excellent build quality, very nice and sharp 6 inches 2K resolution display, a little outdated but still decent specs, feature-rich user interface, and a pretty good overall performance. Obviously, the phone is not for everyone due to its sheer size. Also, some may hate the black bezels around the display. The phone runs on the outdated Android 5.1 user interface and there is no fingerprint sensor. Still, if you consider that this phone has a decent camera, great sound quality, and a pretty good battery life, the PPTV King 7 is an awesome phone for the price, despite previously mentioned shortcomings. It was Linus, thanks for watching, and as always, if you have any questions about this device, please drop me a comment down below. Also, please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already and follow TechLineHD on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. See you in the next video soon.